Hello and welcome back to our lesson number 7. And don't forget, we're still inside our module number 2, which is data handling and essential functions. And this basically we will cover from lesson 6 till lesson 12. And within here, we started over with our lesson number 5, which basically we shall see what we call the absolutely versus the relative references. And within this, or after this video, you'll be able to master the dollar sign to lock cells before copying that formula. So without wasting time, let's dive into and we see what exactly we have to do with it. So as you can see, I have my spreadsheet, as you can see here, and we shall look at what we call the number 1. Now within here, we shall see what a cell reference is. Now a cell reference tells a spreadsheet which cell contains the data you want to use. In this, what do I mean? I have my simple table here. As you can see, I have my products, I have my quantity, my cost, and I want to get my results. So with getting the result, I'll start off with my equal sign. Then I select my quantity, then I multiply it by my cost to get my result. So in doing so, in selecting my quantity cell or my cost cell, I'm telling my spreadsheet which cell references I want to multiply. So in doing this, I'm picking within or I'm selecting what we call the cell references. So I'll just hit enter and I get my result. So as you can see, my quantity is in cell N5. So let me just type it here so that you can understand it clearly. My first quantity is in cell N5. Now this what do I mean by this? Now N N N alone and the 5 alone represent different things. Let me just enter this. And the N represent the column within my data and the 5 represent the row. Okay. Now my quantity is in column N and the row number 5, which will end up calling the cell N5 as we saw in the first beginning of our Excel complete course. Now these are all called the reference. Now the reference is cell N2. So that is what we call or what we mean by a cell references, is to tell a spreadsheet which cell contains that data you want to use. So we shall move on to what we call a relative references. Now this one basically changes automatically when you copy a formula to another cell. In this, what do we mean? So I got my first result here, and when I drag it all the way down, I'm performing what we call a relative references. This is changes automatically when I copy my formula to another cells. As you can see, when I double click here, it changed the cells or the cell reference to N6 and O6. When I double click on this as well, as you can see, let me go back here. When I double click on here, also it has changed the cell references to N7 to O7, as you can see, and we got our results. So when I just drag all the way down, I'm performing what we call the relative references. So that is the difference of the cell reference and the relative reference. And we shall see, lastly, we shall see what we call an absolute references. And this basically is locking your cells to stay fixed when you copy the formula all the way down. For example, I have my cell A, and cell column A contains my quantity. Let's say this is column A, and 1 in the row also contains my quantity. And This n is a column and 5 is a row. So when I add them together, these are my cell references. Now to make it the absolute reference, I have to log them by putting a dollar sign. And within this, I have some two examples which you're going to see step by step. I have my table here, okay, and I have my products, I have my original price, and we shall find what we call the discount and the discount amount or discount price within here. How to do this? Now we have our discount rate which is on 5%. So we have to calculate or to find the discount for the original price. Let's say this laptop, it has a discount of 5%, and all these we have to calculate them with the 5%. So within doing this, we shall use what we call the absolute reference, so that we multiply this original price by the percentage, and when we write into our first cell and we drag all the way down, it will not change. We lock it with a dollar sign, as we're going to see step by step. So in doing this, I'll just click my first cell in my discount column. I'll start off with my equal sign, then I select my original price, then I will multiply it by my discount cell, which is 5%. So after writing here, it will not end there. Then I click enter and I got this, but this is not the answer, the exact answer I want. Because when I drag it all the way down, as you can see, it will give me the errors and it will format for me numbers which I don't understand. So in doing this, I'll just come back over here. I come to my formula bar here, and within here, between my cell G10, I'll just apply what we call the absolute reference. I'll lock this with a dollar sign, and I'll come in between also there. I lock it with a dollar sign. So I hit enter. So that when I copy all the way down, it gives me the exactly discount rate I want. As you can see, there are no errors inside it, and it gave me the exactly format as I wanted it. So how to calculate or how to find the discount amount or the discount price? So what we shall do, we shall multiply our original price by the 5%. How to do this? Okay, you just come over here, you click your equal sign, you select your original price, then you say times my percentage, okay, which is 5%. So within here, I'll just hit enter, but it will not give me the exactly format what I want. So I'll just come back over here in my formula bar. Now within here, in between the cell G, okay, I'll just put a bracket over here and I write a 1 minus my discount price. So I'll just lock this with a dollar sign, and over here I lock it there, then I close my bracket. As you can see, our formula is now complete. So when I click okay, we've got our discount amount, and when I drag it all the way down, we got the final amount, and these are maybe in dollars. Then I'll go on and format this in dollars, as you can see, and I reduced the small places. So that's how we use what we call the absolutely reference in finding or multiplying the discount rate. Let's see another example. Again, I have my products, I have my price, and I want to find the discount and the final price. And the bonus, let's see the discount. This should be the discount rate. Okay, the discount rate, the rate is at 10%, right? The rate is at 10% within here this time. So how to find this? I will just come over here in my discount column. I start off with my equal sign, then I say my original price, then times my discount rate, then I hit enter. As you see, we've got it's not that value which we want exactly. So how to do that? We shall just come over our original price. Let me go back here. We come over here, we click there, we come into our formula bar here. Then we have to log this. So I click there, then I plot my dollar sign over there. I come in the middle also, I put a dollar sign, then I click enter. So when I drag it all the way down, I got my discount. As you can see, I drag it here. This is my discount. Okay, discount range from this original price. So how to find the final price? Again, equal sign, then the original price times my discount rate. Okay, I hit enter, but this is not the answer we want. So we shall come over here in our formula bar. We start off with our brackets, then we write a 1 minus our discount rate. So we log this with our absolute reference. Okay, we also put our dollar sign here, then we close this nicely, then we hit enter, as you can see. So when I drag it all the way down, we get our final price, and this basically is in dollar, and I reduce the decimal places. As you can see, I'll mark this into center so that they give me the nice format, as you can see. So that's how we use that's the difference between the absolutely versus the relative references within the Excel. Hope you learned something new today. Thank you. See you in another lesson. And don't forget to hit that subscription button, like, share, and let's meet in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you. See you then.